14, second baseman Griffin Wells. Number 27, Mo Gregory. Number 21, Peyton Russell. And number 3, TJ Smith. The manager for Mississippi is Ryan Schnorr. He's assisted by Cleon Irving and Adam Askew. The scoreboard operator for today's game is Mr. John Owen. The announcer for today's game is James Berry. Mr. Umpire, the game is yours. Our umpires for today's game, behind the plate, and crew chief from Albany, Georgia, Joseph Stone. At first base, from Wallace, North Carolina, Wayne Castine. At second, from Gaston, South Carolina, Damian Hopkins. And at third, from Turbeville, South Carolina, Jeff Nettles. Once again, Mr. Umpire, the game is yours.
A few moments away from beginning game 2 on field number 9 between Texas and the state champions of Mississippi out of Pascagoula, as Mississippi will be the home team. For this ball game, Texas will have the first at bat and be the visiting team. As looking at their starting lineup here on JockJive Sports for your coverage of the Dixie Youth Baseball AAA World Series here in Lexington, South Carolina. James Hardy with you. So looking at the Texas lineup, Phoenix Grant will play third and bat first. It'll be Dane Castleberry, the shortstop, batting second. The pitcher, Brandon Fine, will bat third. The first baseman batting cleanup will be Caleb Thompson. Grayson Ledbetter, the catcher, batting fifth. Braden Hart in right, batting sixth. The center fielder, Trevor Churchwell, will bat seventh. Batting eighth at second, Caleb Williams. Derek Baker will be in left and bat ninth. Jerron Daniels will bat 10th. Hayden Burgess 11th, and Riley Carroll will bat 12th. Defensively for Mississippi, in the outfield, Johnson in left, Parnell will be in center, and Askew in right. Along the infield, Tingle at third, Schnur at short, Wells at second, and Randall over at first base with Roberts behind home plate. And on the mound, getting the start in their opening game of the DYB AAA World Series will be Caden Irving, number 23 for Mississippi. Our umpires for this ball game, behind home plate, Joseph Stone of Albany, Georgia. Over at first base, Wayne Castine of Wallace, North Carolina. At second base, Damian Hopkins out of Gaston, South Carolina. And Jeff Nettles, the third base umpire, out of Turbeville, South Carolina. James Hardy with you as our first game in the books on field number 9, as Lexington National defeated Tennessee 7-2. And just getting done about 20 minutes ago over on field 11 was Florida edging South Carolina 7-5. As Florida and Lexington National will face in a winner's bracket game tomorrow at 8 p.m. Phoenix Grant will step up, the right-handed batter, as he will take low as we are underway, as the count is at 1-0. Game time temperature at 88 degrees under mostly sunny skies. 1-0 pitch is low and away from Irving as the count goes to 2-0. The Texas state champions out of Sherman, Texas. The Mississippi state champions out of Pascagoula, Mississippi, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Infield playing back up the middle as Irving winds and delivers a swing and a miss for strike one. Texas by the head coach, Kenny Baker, the assistants, Chad Fine and Mike Williams. 2-1, up and in with the fastball as the count goes to 3-1. Lexington National got ahead 4-0 after one, and then cruised later on to a 7-2 win in our opening game. Fast Fastball that's a tad high as Texas gets things started with a leadoff walk from Phoenix Grant. This is the 9 and 10-year-old division.
Going to the plate for Texas, shortstop number 4.
As this week we'll have the AAA, Ozone, and Majors. This is part of the DYB World Series as the first pitch gets away and allows Grant to advance to second on a pass ball. Dane Castleberry, the shortstop, another right-handed batter at the plate. 1-0 the count. As Caden Irving having some trouble coming out of the gate with his control. 1-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball as Castleberry was late to the date on the 1-0. So 1-1 the count. Texas has an early opportunity to be out and a runner in scoring position. 1-1. Called a strike as that had some snap to it. Also hit the outside corner as the count is at 1-2. Irving trying to shake off the cobwebs as he's coming out of the stretch. His 1-2 is swung on and missed. Castleberry swung when the pitch was already in the glove. As there's now 1 out. A runner still at second for Brandon Fine, the pitcher. Looks as if Irving's going to have to rely on that fastball to have some success on the mound today. As he has 1 out with a runner at Fine and misses for strike 1. This is the AAA portion of the DYB World Series. Pitch has swung on and missed another fastball as Caden Irving has gone to the fastball now almost exclusively for about the last 6 pitches, and he's been quite successful with it as he's ahead in the count 0-2. They haven't been able to catch up to that fastball yet. Let's see what he does here. Goes curveball, and it's fouled off by Brandon Fine. Caleb Thompson is on deck for Texas. Right in the middle of South Carolina, Lexington, South Carolina, a bedroom community of the state capital of Columbia, South Carolina. 0-2, a swing and a miss as Irving goes upstairs with the fastball. Fine swings and whiffs through it. 2 away for Caleb Thompson, the first baseman. Runner at second now with 2 outs. The DYB World Series, the 60th World Series as part of the 60th anniversary of DYB baseball, which got started right here in the state of South Carolina all the way back in 1955. First pitch a strike as the count's at 0-1. Irving winds and swing and a miss as now he's starting to get some rhythm now. And starting to see some success on the mound as he's ahead 0-2, 1 strike away from putting a goose egg on the board. 0-2. Fouled off left side and out. Caleb Thompson, the first left-handed batter that we've seen up to the plate for Texas today. Trying to put his team on top early. Irving with the 2-strike pitch that's outside. Now it's 1-2. Grayson Ledbetter, the catcher, is on deck. No score, the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. As after a leadoff walk, Irving strikes out the side to end the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left in scoring position. So we are through a half inning of play. It is Texas 0 and Mississippi coming to bat on JockJive Sports.
Texas 0, Mississippi coming to bat.
Receive scores, view brackets, teams, and much more with the DYBWS mobile app. That's the DYBWS mobile app. Download today from the Google Play and Apple App Store. Go to dybws.org. That's dybws.org for more information. James Hardy with you. Texas left a runner in scoring position as we have no score. Bottom of the first inning for Mississippi, as leading off will be Max Askew, the right fielder. It'll be Rhodes Randall batting second at first. Caden Irving, the pitcher, batting third. The cleanup batter, Cole Tingle, will play third. Keelan Parnell will be the center fielder, batting fifth. Luke Schnur will be the shortstop, batting sixth. Batting seventh in left field will be Houston Johnson. Quincy Roberts, the catcher, batting eighth. The second baseman, Griffin Wells, will bat ninth. Mo Gregory, Peyton Russell, and TJ Smith batting from 10 through 12, respectively. Texas's defense looks like this. Baker in left, Churchwell in center, Hard in right, and along the infield, Grant at third, Castleberry at short, Williams at second, Thompson at first, with Ledbetter behind home plate, and Fine on the mound. Max Askew, the right fielder, will come to the plate. The left-handed batter against the right-handed pitching Brandon Fine. As Fine comes set, Askew will bunt it foul behind home plate. This is a first-round game, the opening game for both Texas and Mississippi. The winner will play a winner's bracket game at 8 p.m. on field number 11 tomorrow night. That's 0-1. Misses low for ball one. And the loser of this ball game will play at 3:30 tomorrow on field number 11 against the loser of game number 3. Swing and a miss for Askew on the 1-1 as he's behind 1-2. We go all the way through Thursday in this AAA World Series. A total of 6 games in the AAA World Series. 3 games on fields number 9 and 11 as a foul ball right side for Askew. Then tomorrow, 6 more games, 3 losers bracket games and 3 winners bracket games. We'll have 2 winners bracket games and a losers bracket game on field number 9, and 2 losers winners bracket game on field number 11 as a called strike 3 for Askew sits him down for out number 1. Off-speed pitch finds the inside corner for Brandon Fine as he gets his first out. Rhodes Randall, the first baseman, to the plate. Pascagoula, Mississippi, right on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, about a 40-minute drive from Mobile, Alabama. As the first pitch misses the strike zone for ball 1 to Randall. Randall wearing number 17 today. He'll swing over top of the 1-0 and evens the count at 1-1. Randall, 11 years old, the only 11-year-old on this 9 and 10-year-old squad, as he'll swing and miss for strike 2. In fact, only 3 9-year-olds on the roster. The rest 10 years old for Mississippi. Here comes the 1-2 from Fine. That's low and away, 2-2. Outfield playing straight away. Infield playing back at all positions. 2 strike, called strike 3 as that just barely clipped the outside corner once it crossed the plate. As Randall will get the called strike. Back-to-back strikeouts as there are 2 outs, nobody on base for Caden Irving, the pitcher, who set down 3 Texas batters himself in the top of the first inning. Stretch and pitch. Low for ball one.
Pitcher number 23, Caden Irving.
You figure at this time of the afternoon that the sun at some point will become an issue for the batters at the plate and also for the outfielders on fly balls as you're count at 2-0. Tell you, the field looks in great condition from up atop my press box perches. A swing and a grounder to the right side as Williams tosses to first in time. And an easy 1-2-3 inning for Brandon Fine. And Texas in the bottom of the first inning. So nothing doing for Mississippi, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we are through one. On field number 9 at the Lexington Sports Complex in Lexington, South Carolina, no score on JockJive Sports. Through one, no scores. We go to the top of the second inning.
Leading off for Texas, the catcher.
Grayson Ledbetter will lead off the top of the second inning as Irving will sail his pitch outside. One. James Hardy with you. We'll take a look at scores from some of the other games going on in just a moment as the count now goes to 2-0 on Grayson Ledbetter. Ledbetter, Hart, and Churchwell do the second inning for Texas as the fastball misses high, 3-0. Wind and pitch. That's way inside for ball 4. For the second straight inning, Texas gets a leadoff runner on with a walk as Ledbetter goes to first. In Dixie Youth Ozone action on field number 8, it was in 4 innings, Florida demolishing Mississippi 10-0 to move on to the winner's bracket game tomorrow. We're game 1 at 8 o'clock on field 8. First pitch called strike to Braden Hart as the count goes to 0-1. In Dixie Youth Majors action with South Carolina pummeling in 3 innings, 29-0. That is not a misprint, as that was a 29-0 final over on field number 10. Swing and a miss for Hart as the count goes to 0-2. Runner at first in Ledbetter, top of the second, and now make it 1-2. 0-2 was outside. Now Tennessee for DYB Majors only has 6 teams in that classification in the entire state as the 2-strike pitch gets away and allows Ledbetter to advance into scoring position. So he goes to second on the wild pitch from 0-2 to 2-2 in the count. So South Carolina will face either Lexington American or Texas in the Dixie Youth Majors winners bracket game at 8 o'clock on field 10 tomorrow as another wild pitch will go to the backstop and allows Ledbetter to go to third. So Ledbetter got on with a walk in his advance to third thanks to a couple of wild pitches from Caden Irving. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss at what would have been ball 4 as Hart goes after the high fastball and strikes out. 1 away for Trevor Churchwell. All 4 outs so far for Irving have come via the strikeout, as the infield will concede the run at every position except third. Swing and a miss for Churchwell as he's behind 0-1. The pitch of choice so far for Irving has been the fastball. 0-1. Swing and a miss as that heater tails inside. 0-2. Irving not wasting time as his swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Churchwell as he'll go down on strikes. Already 5 strikeouts for Caden Irving as there's 2 outs and still a runner at third base in Grayson Ledbetter. For the second baseman, Caleb Williams. First pitch is strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
For Texas, second baseman number 34, Caleb Williams.
Williams, number 34, trying to give Texas an early lead. Swinging a fastball as Irving is 1 strike away from getting out of yet another jam. Texas had a runner at second with less than 2 outs and couldn't get a run to score in the top of the first. A swing and a miss as once again on 3 pitches, a Texas batter strikes out, this time in Caleb Williams, as for 2 straight innings, Caden Irving has struck out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on third base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Your score, no score on JockJive Sports.
Your ticket, please. Defensive changes for Texas. Now playing right field, number 88, Aiden Burgess. And number 13, Riley Carroll is now in left field.
Couple of defensive substitutions for Texas as Mississippi comes to bat with the middle Tingle, Keelan Parnell, and Luke Schnur. As there's no score going into the second inning. We do have some substitutions for Texas, as it'll be Aiden Burgess going into right field. And also into left field will be Riley Carroll. So first time around, all 12 players will get an opportunity to swing away, and you'll also have all of your subs also get at least some time out in the field. We're beginning the bottom of the second inning as the first pitch will come in and hit Cole Tingle. First hit by pitch of the ball game for either team, and also the first base runner for Mississippi here in the bottom of the second inning. As we get later on into the inning with 6 strikeouts already for Caden Irving. Does Mississippi's coaching staff save his or do they go ahead and try and use his at least pitching skills to get them into the winner's bracket game tomorrow? Swing and a miss for Parnell as he's behind 0-1. The center fielder with his first at bat from the left side as he will take a little bit low to even the count. Luke Schnur on deck. Stretch for Fine. He'll hit the outside corner with a changeup as it is now 1-2. No score. Mississippi with their first base runner on over at first. Swing and a foul ball off the hands back to the plate. Good pitch by Fine to get in almost on the bat handle of Parnell, but Parnell was able to foul that one off. Caden Irving, though, has had a very impressive fastball so far today as he's been able to almost overpower the Texas batters, the top of the first, second. Stretch and the 1-2. Swing in a high pop-up left side in foul territory. That will fall foul over the outstretched arms of Carroll in left. So you have Carroll in left field and also the right fielder in Burgess. One and two the count. Runner at first base, bottom of the second inning. Stretch and pitch. Curveball misses outside to even the count at 2-2. This is the second game of the day on field at number 9. Stretch and pitch misses low for ball 3. Keelan Parnell with the good at bat so far has come back from down 0-2 and has now worked it full. Nobody out. Stretch for Fine. His pitch. That'll come in and hit the batter. Parnell on the front elbow, so he goes to first. Single to second base. Nobody out. Good situation for Mississippi as Luke Schnur comes to the plate. The final in DYB Ozo action as Alabama thrashed at 18-5 in 5 innings. First pitch to Schnur, a strike. The count at 0-1. High fastball fouled off to the screen to make it 0-2. Tingle at second base, Parnell at first base, nobody out bottom of the second inning as Texas has had a couple of opportunities to take an early lead but have not capitalized. As this is Mississippi's first opportunity with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, sits down Schnur on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for him as he goes down on strikes. 1 away for Houston Johnson. Johnson will fall behind in the count 0-1. On deck, Quincy Roberts, the catcher. Johnson, 10 years old, as he will take low to even the count at 1-1. Johnson batting from the left side as he'll take outside. In the count. Brandon Fine trying to work out of a situation with 2 runners on as he'll miss low and away. 3-1. Brandon Fine got the first 3 batters the first inning against Mississippi, and now having trouble with 2 runners on and 1 out. And now the base is loaded as Johnson takes the 3-1 outside for ball 4. Neither team has a hit But Mississippi with the bases loaded as Tingle advances to third, Parnell to second, and Johnson on at first. Bases loaded for Quincy Roberts. Roberts swings and misses as he wanted to unload the bases. 0-1.
Catcher number 7, Quincy Roberts.
In a close ball game, you can't let opportunities pass by, as Texas has had a couple of opportunities slip away. Delayed called strike for our home plate umpire in Joseph Stone, as your count is at 0-2. No score, bottom. Stretch, and the pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3. Two away, bases still loaded for the number 9 batter, the second baseman.
Now batting number 14, second baseman Griffin Wells.
So if Mississippi wants to score runs, they either have to get a walk or have to find some other way to get Griffin Wells on base. Bases still loaded, Stretch and Fine's pitch is tapped foul behind home plate. Tingle at third, Parnell at second, and Johnson over at first base. Outfield playing straight away. There is a pretty in left center field as the 0-1 comes. Tingle coming home from third to score, and time is called before the runner now at third base, Parnell, could score. So Mississippi gets on top now, 1-0. Pitch from Brandon Fine. So 1-1. As Parnell to third and to second, Houston Johnson. The way Caden Irving has been pitching, that may be all that he needs for this ball game as time is called. Looking at the Mississippi coaching staff, the head coach is Adam Askew. And his assistants are Cleon Irving and Ryan Schnur. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, 1-0 Mississippi leading in the bottom of the second inning. 5 low and away. Will now move the batter Wells ahead in the count, 2-1. Golden opportunity for Mississippi to put some cushion between themselves and Texas as a foul ball left side evens the count at 2-2. A multi-run lead for Mississippi would be awfully big in this ball game. Texas has not gotten a hit, and outside of a couple of walks, has not even put the ball in play. The 2-2, that's high and in, 3-2. First base is open. Runners are at second and third. Mo Gregory is on deck. Stretch for Brandon Fine. Pitch. A called strike 3 on the curveball right down the middle. As Fine sets down the side via strikeouts. However, Mississippi takes the early lead on a wild pitch. No runs, 1 run rather, on no hits. There were no errors and 2 left in scoring position. So we're through 2 with a 1-0 lead on JockJive Sports. Caden Irving back on the mound for the top of the third inning as he's already struck out 6 Texas batters. A trio of defensive substitutions for Mississippi, but first the pitch low and away for ball 1. Derek Baker, the left fielder, at the plate as he's ahead in the count 2-0. Gregory goes to left for Mississippi, Smith to right, and Lynn to second base. Wind and pitch for Irving as he'll miss low and away, 3-0. He has walked the first couple of batters, at least the leadoff batters in each inning, but has since then struck out the side. 3-0. And a called strike, looked like a generous strike from my vantage point as the count goes to 3-1 on deck. At least due up this inning as the 3-1. Same spot and the same result, 3-2. We've seen Irving go to the fastball in 2-strike situations, and let's see what he 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Strikeout number 7 today for Irving, as Texas has still not found a way to put the ball in play in this ball game yet. That's something you rarely see at any level of baseball, as a swing and a miss for Daniels as the count is at 0-1. This is not what Texas exactly envisioned, and that was Irving getting in rhythm and Texas having no answer for him from the plate. Swinging a foul ball right side. I mean, if you're Texas, you just got to find some way to at least get the ball in play and make Mississippi's defense at least have to earn their out. The 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball way outside, as that is now strikeout number 8 on the day. So the first 8 outs have come via the K. 2 away for the number 11 batter, Aiden Burgess. Burgess came in defensively last time up as he'll take a high and inside fastball, 1-0. Irving 1 strikeout away from striking out the side for the first 3 innings as he'll get a called strike on the outside corner. Went with a changeup there as the count evens at 1-1. Top of the third, 1-0 Mississippi with the lead. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-2. And you can tell the frustration at Burgess down on the plate, that it just Herculean to even be able to get contact on Irving right now as he'll miss low and away, 2-2. Caden Irving getting his sign. 2-2. Pop up left side of the infield as the shortstop Schnur makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Irving actually gets an out other than a strikeout. And that's the first 1-2-3 inning for Mississippi defensively today. Nothing doing for Texas in the third as we go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Mississippi leading on JockJive Sports.
Nothing doing for Texas in the top of the third inning. We move to the Mississippi leading 1-0. Receive scores, view brackets, teams, and much more with the DYBWS mobile app. Download today from the Google Play and Apple App Store. You can go to dybws.org for more information.
Bottom of the third inning, your score, Mississippi 1 and Texas nothing. A couple of defensive substitutions. As going into left field will be for Texas, Daniels. And coming on to pitch in of Brandon Fine will be Thompson, as he'll pitch his first inning of the day. Coming from the left side, trying to keep Texas in this ball game as we're not quite halfway through it. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Mississippi has scored the only run of the game on a wild pitch in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Caleb Thompson on the mound, a left-handed thrower. 10 years old, also plays first base. As Jerron Daniels, one of 5 11-year-olds, now playing defensively in left field. So for Mississippi, coming up will be Mo Gregory, as he will get ahead in the count 1-0.
For Mississippi, number 27, Mo Gregory.
Gregory, Russell, and Smith due up in the bottom of the third inning as the stretch and pitch from Thompson is swung and grounded to the left side to Grant as he'll field. Makes the throw across, not in time. Gregory legs out an infield single, and that is the first hit for either team so far today. Brandon Fine went 2 innings, allowed 1 run that was earned. As Caleb Thompson will be the first relief pitcher for Texas. Stretch and pitch as the bunt is taken back and outside for Russell as he's ahead 1-0 in the count. Mississippi wearing their white tops and bottoms, red numbers and letters as the stretch. And pitch for Thompson is the bunt, a good one. In front of home plate, as there will be no throw. Roberts, the catcher, tried to barehand but couldn't come up with it. As advancing to second base will be Gregory. Russell reaches on what will be a single. TJ Smith to the plate, the number 12 batter, and you can almost guess that this might be a sacrifice type of situation. This is the AAA DYB World Series. The 9 and 10-year-old division as Smith will take on the outside corner. This is Mississippi with a golden opportunity to extend their lead up 1-0. Smith takes low and away on a changeup, 1-1. Already have 2 finals in AAA action. As the 1-1, a swing and a pop-up foul and out of play right side. 1-2 the count. It was Florida over South Carolina on field number 11, 7-5. And the host squad, Lexington National, with a solid 7-2 win over Tennessee. Florida and Lexington National will play in a winner's bracket game tomorrow. A line drive foul right side. Count still at 1-2. That game will be right here on field number 9 at 8 o'clock. Stretch and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back to the screen. 3 straight foul balls for TJ Smith as he's hanging in there. On deck, Max Askew, the leadoff batter. Stretch for Thompson, the 1-2. Swing and a foul ball back to the screen. Take a video of this one and label it as Ryan Sandberg told me some 6 years ago in an interview I had with him while he was manager of the Tennessee Smokies about playing the game the right way. Pitch is outside as it will be far enough to allow the runners to advance to second and third as the ball trickles away. Not far enough for the runners to advance a little more. Ball got away from the catcher Ledbetter as Gregory to third, Russell to second, and the count at 2-2. I mean, you talk about playing the game the right way, and that's coming prepared and also just battling in there and doing the right when the opportunity presents itself. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball into the gap in right center field. That will go all the way to the wall. Gregory scores. Russell will score. To second, Smith with a 2-run double. With the way Hayden Irving has been pitching, this feels like a 5-0 ball game as there's still nobody out for Max Askew, the left-handed batter, as he'll take for ball 1. Askew struck out his last time up. Stretch for Thompson. Pitch is tapped foul. 1-1 the count. 3-0 Mississippi with the lead as the runner Smith tried to advance to third. Thought that it wasn't a foul ball, but he'll be directed back to second base. That's a big double. In fact, let's put a couple of stars by that one for TJ Smith. He fouled off 4 straight foul balls, worked the count to 2-2, and then roped a double to right center. A cue shot to the left side as the shortstop and Castleberry has no play. A single puts 2 runners on, still nobody out. As Smith remains at second, Askew now on at first for Rhodes Randall. And Texas starting to see this game slip away as the head coach Kenny Baker will take a visit out onto the mound with his defense. I mean, you look at TJ Smith's at bat, and that's the textbook example of playing the game the right way. Not giving up in the at bat, even though you're down in the bottom of the order, fouling off pitches, staying alive, showing some resilience in that time when he got that opportunity to drive the ball, he did so. Rhodes Randall, the first baseman, will step back in. He'll take the first offering from Thompson outside on a curveball, 1-0. Randall struck out his first time up against Brandon Fine. The 1-0. Swinging a bouncer up the middle, fielded at short for 1, and the throw to first wild as it gets to the first base dugout. Coming home will be TJ Smith to make it 4-0 Mississippi. So no RBI on the play as Askew is retired for out number 1. That'll be a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted on the putout. However, the throwing error from the shortstop Castleberry will allow Randall to advance to second for Irving. Caden Irving will take outside. Irving with 8 strikeouts on the mound so far, looking for his first hit as he grounded out to second to end the first inning his last time up. He'll take low and away, 2-0. At second base is Rhodes Randall. Mississippi looking for more. Already scored 3 in the bottom of the third. 3-0 now on Caden Irving with Cole Tingle on deck. A pair of singles and a double have made it 4-0. Swing and a hard bouncer as the runner in Randall coming from second, now in a rundown between second and third. As the throw to third and the tag applied for out number 2. So Randall retired in a rundown as Irving reaches on a fielder's choice. He's at first, 2 away now with a cleanup batter and Cole Tingle, the third baseman. He was hit by a pitch, and came around to score the first run in the wild pitch in the second inning. There are a lot of numbers that time associated with that rundown, as the first called a strike, 0-1 on Cole Tingle. Caleb Thompson has had a rough inning as he's already allowed 3 earned runs on 3 hits. Make that 4 hits. That's the first 4 batters reached in this inning for Mississippi. The state champions out of Pascagoula, Mississippi. 1-1 the pitch as the foul ball goes right side, 1-2. Texas state champions playing defense right now out of Sherman, Texas. You got the garnet color tops with the white striping down the side and also the white pants. 2-strike pitch inside and low to Tingle. 2-2 the count. 2 away. The 2-strike pitch, low and away. That'll get away as Irving will go on into second. Wild pitch to low, 3-2. First base is open. Currently underway in AAA action. It is, we'll get that one to you in a moment, as the payoff pitch is low and away for ball 4. That also gets to the backstop and will allow Irving to go on into third. 2-out walk along with the wild pitch puts runners at the corners for Keelan Parnell. Field number 11 has a swing and a grounder over to the second baseman who throws the first in time as Williams threw on to first, and the side is retired. So Parnell is retired. However, for Mississippi, a big inning for them as they score 3 runs on 4 hits. And they leave 2 on base as we're through 3. It is 4-0 Mississippi leading Texas from field number 9, the Lexington Sports Complex on JockJive Sports.
With the completion of that last inning, Texas has met their defensive requirements.
Caden Irving's day on the mound is done as he struck out the first 8 batters of the ball game and did not allow a hit or a run through 3 innings of play as we are in the top of the 4th inning, 4-0 Mississippi with the lead. Have a plethora of substitutions to go over. Peyton Russell now the new pitcher. At second base will be Griffin Webb. Going into left field will be Max Askew as he'll replace Gregory in left. To right field will be Houston Johnson. Be the 3rd outfielder in right today. And over at third base will be Irving, the starting pitcher from today. So there you have it as we are about set to begin the top of the 4th inning with Mississippi in control up 4-0. And Texas still looking for their first hit of the day. This is for Texas and Mississippi, their opening game of the DYB AAA World Series here in Lexington, South Carolina. Now looking at Texas as we are at the number 12 batter in Riley Carroll as he'll take low and away for ball 1. The left-handed batter will go back to the after this at bat in Phoenix Grant and Dane Castleberry. 1-0. Outside 2-0. Carroll, the left-handed batter, 11 years old, the only one of 2 left-handed batters in the lineup. He'll take 4 called strike, 2-1 now the count. Texas, I'm sure, is very much relieved now having Irving back on the mound after he struck out 8 batters, the first 8 of this ball game. 2-1 is outside. The first 8 were struck out. There were a handful of walks interspersed among those 8 strikeouts. But still a dominant outing for Irving in this ball game. 3-1 on Riley Carroll, the number 12 batters. He'll swing and miss in what could have been ball 4. Instead, that will load the count at 3-2. The big hit in this ball, double from Mississippi's number 12 batter and T.J. Smith in the bottom of the 3rd. The 3-2, swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts for Mississippi pitching as Riley Carroll goes down swinging, 1 away. Phoenix Grant will come up for his second at bat as he walked to lead off the ball game. There's only been 1 at bat where Texas has even been able to put a ball in play this ball game. Russell's first pitch, way high with the fastball. I haven't seen a whole lot of games get to this point where that I've seen an offense be this anemic from the plate. The 1-0, low for ball 2. They've had 3 base runners, but they've all come. Actually, a couple of base runners checked in. They've both come via a walk, a leadoff walk at that. 2-0 to Grant. Russell's pitch, swung on and missed on what would have been ball 3. 2-1. And that's the thing, when you're struggling from the plate, you've got to find pitches that are in your wheelhouse, and you just can't go after those type of pitches. The 2-1, low and away, 3-1. 4-0 Mississippi, cruising halfway through with a lead. Tennessee lost our opening game to Lexington National 7-2 on field number 9. The 3-1, Swing, and that will be lifted foul out of play left side. Currently underway on field number 11 is that field's second game for this AAA World Series between Virginia and Georgia. The winner of that game and the winner of our game will play on field number 11 tomorrow at 8 o'clock. 3-2. Swing and barely fouled at home plate. Looking at tomorrow's slate of games, the losers bracket games will begin at 3:30. Loser of Game 5 and loser of Game 6 here on field number 9. While the loser of this game will face the loser of the current game on Game 11 at 3:30 is a fly ball. That is also foul. So the loser of Texas and Mississippi will play the loser of Virginia and Georgia. Basically, the loser will have to play in the heat, and the winner will get a reprieve by playing at night. The payoff pitch, low and away for ball 4. Walk number 3 for Mississippi pitching, the first for Russell in this ball game. Peyton Russell currently on the mound, as he has a walk and a strikeout in this inning. Dane Castleberry, the shortstop, to the plate. He struck out against Irving in the first inning. Russell winds and deals. That skips in there, and a good stop by the pitcher, the catcher, Roberts behind home plate. Quincy Roberts with a good backhand stab as the count goes to 1-0. Pitch is swung on and missed at a changeup that was high, 1-1. Phoenix Grant at first base. 1 out, top of the 4th inning. The 1-1. That's high with a fastball, 2-1. Outfield playing straight away. Right fielder and Johnson playing shallow as the 2-1. A swing and a pop-up left side that will be caught by the shortstop and Schnur for out number 2. So a soft line drive for the second out will bring up Brandon Fine as he struck his last time up.
Number 28, Brandon Fine.
Fine looking to keep the inning going as Mississippi so far with a comfortable lead, up 4-0. Russell getting his sign. Pitch on the way is a swing and a high pop-up right side in foul territory. He's going over and almost making the catch, but just barely grazing the glove was the first. Rhodes Randall kind of got twisted up trying to make the catch and saw the ball go off his glove as the count's at 0-1. Fine with a reprieve as he'll stand back in, the right-handed batter. 0-1. High fastball to even the count at 1-1. Runner goes into second base on the stolen base in Phoenix Grant. He's in scoring position as first base is open. 2 outs, however. Right-handed batter on the right-handed pitcher is the 1-1. A swing and a high fly ball into center field. Coming in to make the catch will be Parnell to retire the side. Texas leaves a runner in scoring position. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and a runner left. in scoring position.
Texas scores no runs on no
We're through 3.5 innings of play. Your score, Mississippi 4 and Texas nothing from Lexington, South Carolina. DYB World Series on JockJive Sports.
Special thanks to Comporium Communications, making life easier. Comporium is a provider for all our communication needs here at the 2015 Dixie Youth World Series, including the free Wi-Fi of the whole ballpark. Look for the Comporium free Wi-Fi when you're looking for an internet connection in the park. Thank you. Please take a minute to visit our food vendors out behind the outfield fence of Field 9 as well as Field 8. We have vendors including Piggy Park Barbecue, Buddy's Saucy Dogs, Cold Stone Creamery, Snow Cones Hawaiian Ice, and as well as Buffalo Wild Wings and Piggy Park Barbecue. Last half inning, Mississippi has met their defensive requirement.
Bottom of the 4th inning as Mississippi leads by a score of 4-0. Coming up will be Schnur, Johnson, and Roberts for Mississippi. The 6, 7, and 8 batters in the order. James Hardy with you on field number 9 here at the Lexington Sports Complex. As Mississippi has defensively, Caden Irving struck out his first 8 batters. And Texas still looking for their first hit as Mississippi will come to the plate with Schnur taking outside. The shortstop as he struck out his first time up. Defensive changes for Texas as we'll get those to you at our next opportunity. The 1-0 for ball 2. Williams to right field. Over at third base is Phoenix Grant. And center field is Braden Hart. Ahead in the count, Luke Schnur now at 3-0.
Number 8, shortstop Luke Schnur.
And in left field, it is number 88, Aiden Burgess. As leading off on 4 pitches with a walk is Luke Schnur. He's at first base for the first time as a base runner today for Houston Johnson, who walked his last time up. Pitch on the way is bounced slowly to the right side. This should get the runner to second as it's bobbled over at second base by Williams, and everybody is safe. So they'll call that an infield. Houston Johnson was hustling down the line. A fly ball to left goes over the head of the right fielder. And Williams has coming around third will be Schnur to score. Also scoring on the play was Johnson. Run double. And Mississippi blowing this one open up 6-0. Schnur scores from second. Johnson all the way from first base. A 2-run double for Quincy Roberts as he's 1 for 2. And Mississippi just 4 more runs away from invoking the mercy rule. Griffin Wells, the second baseman, to the plate. We'll go back to the top of the order after this batter as the pitch from Thompson is fouled back. 0-1. Griffin Wells struck out looking to end the second inning. Mississippi has scored 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and now 2. 3 in the third, rather, and now 2 in the fourth. 0-1 outside, 1-1. Stretch and the pitch. In fact, that did hit Griffin Wells. He tried to jump rope out at the low and inside pitch, but it hit him on the ankles. As he'll reach first. 2 runners on. Nobody out for Max Askew, who has struck out and also singled. Askew, the left-handed batter, going against the left-handed pitcher in Thompson. Pitch on the way, so swinging a line drive into right center field. That'll fall, and that'll roll all the way to the wall. Roberts to score all the way from first base. Wells will score standing on a 2-run triple for Max Askew as Mississippi now up 8-0. And that ball was scalded into right center field as the changeup was left over the middle of the plate, and Askew absolutely ripped it to the right center field wall. Two more runs come to score on the triple. We'll have time called and a pitching change maybe at this point, as the Texas head coach and Kenny Baker making a visit to the mound. So runner at third base, the possible walk-off run. Now at the plate in Rhodes Randall. So Askew swung at the first pitch of the at-bat, roped it into right center field, and still nobody out. So Mississippi has a possibility of ending this ball game. First pitch outside for ball 1 to Rhodes Randall, who has struck out and reached on the fielder's choice. Stretch and pitch from Thompson. That's well outside, 2-0. Mississippi has an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin for Texas with a runner at third, still nobody out. Pitch from Thompson is lined down the right field line, but that will slice foul. Have some fans gathered in center field. Also some players for our next game warming up in the batting cages beyond. Our next game on field number 9 features Louisiana and Arkansas. Comes the stretch and the 2-1. Generous strike call as it hits the outside corner. 2-2. Stretch and the pitch from Thompson, lined into the glove of the second baseman, who will get up and throw to first in time as Williams makes a nice backhanded stab. But coming home from third to score on the RBI ground out is Max Askew to make it 9-0. So an RBI for Randall as he drives in his first run, just the first out for Caden Irving. Pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop-up right side, and foul. And out of play. Rolling right on along. As the count's at 0-1. Stretch for Thompson. Pitch is low and in, 1-1. Lexington National in our first game got out to a 7-0 lead. Gave up a couple of sixth innings, 7-2 over Tennessee. That's the 1-1. Low for ball 2. Caden Irving at the plate, struck out 8 in 3 innings. 8 of his 9 outs came via the strikeout. Irving from the plate today, a fielder's choice and ground out to second. Stretch and pitch. Low for ball 3. This is the 9 and 10-year-old division. AAA Majors and Ozone World Series being played at the Lexington Sports Complex as the 3 barely misses outside for ball 4. Second walk of the inning as the potential walk-off run is at first base. Mississippi up 9-0. There is a 10-run mercy rule after 4 and also 15 after 3. Cole Tingle at the plate. He'll ground one to the third baseman. He'll field and throws low, but dug out at second base by Williams for out number 2. So 2 outs on a 5-4 fielder's choice. As Grant, the third baseman, threw low to second, but a good scoop by Williams as he was able to prevent it from going into right field. Keelan Parnell swings and grounds it to second where Williams does not have a play. That was still a good play over at second base by Williams as he was able to dive and make the stop, but not the throw.
Now batting number 27, Mo Gregory.
So we'll have Mo Gregory come in as a pinch hitter as he'll take for strike 1. Gregory with a single and a run scored in the 3rd inning. He'll pinch hit for Luke Schnur as a swing and a fly ball into center field as the catch made out in center field by Hart ends the inning. So the side is retired. However, Mississippi adds to their lead as they score 5 more runs to make it 9-0 after 4 on JockJive Sports.
Mississippi in the bottom of the 4th, they scored 5 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 man left on base. Scored at the end of 4 complete innings. Mississippi 9, Texas nothing. I want to mention another one of our fine sponsors that's got a vendor booth up on the hill, Mission Market Catering. They have the best chicken fries and tea around. So go visit them up on the hill.
Defensive substitutions for Mississippi. In the top of the fifth inning, Mo Gregory to left field. To center field will be Max Askew. And in right field will be TJ Smith. Mississippi blew it open in the fifth inning with a 5-run inning to make it 9-0. As if they hold Texas scoreless, they can end this ball game with a run in the bottom of the fifth inning. But first things first, we're in the top of the fifth inning. Caleb Thompson set the lead off, followed by Grayson Ledbetter and Braden Hart. The winner of this ball game will face the winner of Virginia and Georgia on field number 11 at 8 p.m. tomorrow. The loser will play at 3:30 tomorrow on field number 11. Loser of Virginia and Georgia. Well, we're about to get started, and actually got a shout-out request from we'll save that for a little bit later. Keep it a mystery for right now as we back to the ball game. 9-0, Mississippi leading in the top of the fifth inning. For Texas, it'll be Caleb Thompson as he has the count in favor of him, 1-0. Fouls the fastball back to the screen, 1-1. Our next ball game will feature Louisiana and Arkansas. Pitch on the way is low and away. 2-1. Caden Irving went 3 innings, struck out 8. 2 innings for Russell as he has not allowed a run so far. A swing and a miss on 1. Evens the count 2. Just beginning the top of the fifth inning. Russell getting his sign from Roberts. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. As Thompson half-heartedly offered at it and struck out swinging for the first out. Strikeout number 2 for Russell. For Mississippi pitching 10 strikeouts. Grayson Ledbetter, the catcher to the plate, who walked in his only plate appearance. First pitch low and away, 1-0. Outfield playing straight away. Infield playing back at all positions. Wind and pitch is swung on and missed. A fastball around the helmet of Ledbetter as he evens the count at 1-1. Texas still looking for their first game. And we're in the top of the fifth inning. 1-1 low, 2-1. 4 other games still going on throughout the Lexington Sports Complex for the middle portions of the opening day. Swing and a miss on the 2-1, evens the count at 2-2. Another pitch that was outside the strike zone. Ledbetter looking to get on base. The 2-2, way outside, 3-2. Tennessee did a good job of at least trying to fight back, and they got a couple of runs in our early ball game against Lexington National, and that's almost the time that Texas finds themselves in right now. 3-2, grounded to the left side. That'll be into left field for a base hit, and that will be the first hit of the ball game for Texas. It comes with one out in the fifth on a single to left for Grayson Ledbetter. Braden Hart coming up to the plate. Hart struck out against Irving in his only time up at the plate back in the second. Here comes the wind, and the pitch is high and away, 1-0.
Now batting for Texas, number 6, Braden Hart.
9-0 Mississippi with the lead, as Texas looking to not get run ruled in this ball game. Wind, and the pitch on the way. That'll come in and hit Hart around the back of the ankle. Hit by pitch allows Ledbetter to advance into scoring position to second base. As called, as Adam Askew, the manager, will come out for a conversation with his pitcher Russell. Mississippi has used a couple of pitchers today. Caden Irving started and struck out 8 in 3 innings, and now Peyton Russell trying to finish this game off on the mound. He'll get a brief pep talk before Coach Askew will return to the dugout. So runners at first and second. First pitch outside to Trevor Churchwell. Churchwell ahead 1-0 in the count. Struck out on 3 pitches this last time up. Louisiana and Arkansas follow this ball game. Swinging a fly ball into center field. We're coming in to make the catch will be the center fielder Askew for out number 2. 2 away, 2 on base for Caleb Williams, the second baseman. Williams also a strikeout victim in the second. Pitch on the way, called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. In the first 2 innings, it was Caden Irving striking out the side and almost in the 3rd inning. Peyton Russell, the right-handed pitcher, winds. His pitch low and away, 1-1. We'll have 3 winners bracket games and 3 losers bracket games tomorrow. On Monday, a total of 4 games. 3 losers bracket and 1 winners bracket game, as the 1-1 is high and away, 2-1. The losers bracket games Monday at 5:45 and also 8 o'clock, as well as an 8 o'clock winners bracket game. 2-1 the count. Now 2-2 off of a foul ball to the right side. Then on Tuesday, 3 games, including 2 losers bracket games at 5:45 and the winners bracket game at 8, followed by final games at 5:45 and 8 o'clock. The 2-2, swinging a high pop-up that should end the inning right side, as the catch is made to retire. So Wells makes the catch. The side is retired. Nothing doing for Texas as they leave a couple of runners on base despite a single and a hit by pitch. We are through 4.5 innings of play on field number 9 as your score, Mississippi 9 and Texas nothing. Riley Carroll coming in to pitch for Texas, the third pitcher of the afternoon.
Now pitching for
Mississippi
Texas, number
leading
13,
9-0 on field number 9 in the AAA World Series. James Hardy with you, looking at other games around the Lexington Sports Complex. In the Youth Majors World Series, still haven't gotten a final from Lexington American and Texas. Georgia and Mississippi on field number 14. Also on field number 10, Alabama and Florida, as well as Virginia and North Carolina, scheduled for 5:45 on field 14, and field 10 at 8 o'clock, Louisiana and Arkansas, and Lexington American and Texas also at 8 o'clock. For the Ozone World Series, currently underway, Virginia and Georgia on field 11, field number 9 between Texas and Mississippi. Check that for the Majors World Series, Georgia and Mississippi on field 14, field 10, Alabama and Florida. And the Ozone World Series, North Carolina and the host on field 8, and field 7, Arkansas and Louisiana, with late games, Georgia and Texas on field number 2, North Carolina and Tennessee on field number 8. Mississippi will have Johnson along with Roberts and Griffin Wells lead off. 9-0 in favor of Mississippi as Riley Carroll will come in for his first inning. Pitch on the way is low and in, 1-0. So far today for Johnson, he has walked and also singled and scored. Lefty against lefty as the changeup misses high and in, 2-0. No matter what, Mississippi get 3 outs in the 6th or 1 run here in the 5th to be able to get an opening round win. The 2-0. Inside for ball 3. So this game will come to a close fairly quickly one way or another. The 3-0, that will jump inside for ball 4. Might have hit Johnson, but with the 3-0 count really doesn't matter at this stage of the ball game. 9-0 Mississippi leading as the leadoff batter is on at first for Quincy Roberts, the catcher, who has a double along with a strikeout. Roberts with the open batting stance, as he'll swing and tap it foul off the bat handle left side. 0-1. Our final game of the day will be released for field number 9, Louisiana and Arkansas. For field number 11 will be Alabama and North Carolina. Swing and a miss that time for Roberts as he's behind 0-2. Runner at first in Johnson. Pitch from Carroll's a swing and a miss as Johnson will go down to second as the throw is not in time. Steal for Johnson. Roberts with the strikeout as there's now 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. So it'll be Peyton Russell to the plate as Carroll will come set. Pitch on the way. Swing and a tapper right side. Coming into field will be the second baseman Williams as he'll throw to first for the out. 2 away as to third Johnson. Back to the top of the order in Max Askew. As Askew's spot is currently at the coming up as TJ Smith will pinch hit. So TJ Smith will get his second at bat at the ball game after the biggest hit of the ball game so far, a two-run double that opened up Mississippi's lead in the third. Runner at third, 2 outs, 1-0 on Smith. For Carroll, the 1-0. That will miss inside as they've got the runner between home and third. Johnson trying to come home as the throw in, and the out is recorded at home. Mississippi wanted to end the ball game. This will have time called, and apparently they'll say no play. So they'll return. Must have been some sort of interference as they'll allow Johnson to return to third. So the count at 2-0. Smith at the plate. A single can end this ball game. Stretch. And pitch for side. 3-0. Here comes the stretch, and the 3-0 is low and away for ball 4. So a 2-out walk will put runners at the corners still with 2 outs for Rhodes Randall. RBI ground out, a fielder's choice in the strikeout as he'll take low. Throw goes down to second base as Johnson will head down the line and end the ball game. So Mississippi steals a run with a stolen base of home on the double steal. Mississippi shuts out Texas 10-0. Only 1 hit today for Texas. As the star of the ball game defensively was Caden Irving as he struck out 8 in 3 innings. Also the big hits in this ball game. 2-run double for TJ Smith in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as well as a 2-run triple for Max Askew and a 2-run double for Quincy Roberts. So 1 run scored in the 5th inning. It's the final 10-0 Mississippi with the win. So Mississippi will advance to the winner's bracket game tomorrow, where they'll face the winner of Virginia and Georgia at 8 o'clock on field number 11. And for Texas, they will fall into the loser's bracket game, where they will face the loser of Virginia and Georgia at 3:30 on field number 11 tomorrow. So your final 10-0 Mississippi wins over Texas in 5 innings. As we'll take a break, and we will be back in about 30 for our final game of the day on field number 9. It will feature Louisiana and Arkansas on JockJive Sports.